Are Savage Orc Arrer Boyz any good in patch 6.0.3? Yeah, they're good. They're considered the best orc archers by a lot of people, and you may or may not have a good idea why. Let's go into the details and see how Savage arrows are better than normal average arrows. Recruited for 550 gold and 138 upkeep, you still get 90 entities on Ultra with 6,930 health between them. As one might expect, they have 0 armor and 25% physical resistance. Leadership of 55 is no worse than usual. Speed 37 and charge speed 44 are much better, and these two things are 90% of why this is the better archer unit. Against non-magical and even armor-piercing opponents, they're harder to outshoot, and they're too fast for a lot of Chaos Warriors and Dwarfs and so on, or Greatswords or Jade Warriors with Halberds to catch. Therefore, skirmish mode and any kind of kiting becomes much, much more viable. Melee attack 24 base is paired with attack interval 4.3. Yes, that is 4/10 of a second slower than the usual ones. No splash damage. Melee defense is a miserable 10, but hey, regulars only had 14. Weapon strength 35 is split between base 26 and armor piercing 9, charge bonus 12, and mass 140, a bit improved over the normal. I guess the mass increases all muscle? Cool. The other thing is that this unit also has frenzy, so melee attack 24 becomes 34, plus a tiny bit of charge bonus and 10% to weapon strength. That's not terrible. I mean, 34 is 2 better than Empire Swordsman for melee attack, so even though they'll be taking a steady beatdown of damage in melee, these archers can legitimately dish it out a bit. Anyway, the range stats are 100% identical, at least to start with. For the redline skills, I'm repeating Arrer Boyz material. For the tech tree, likewise, it's the scrap upgrades that have a big left turn. Ivory arm guards are available here, just like with Savage Orcs. And in Warzag's faction only, the Idol of Gork is available for dampening spell resistance and magical attack, and I went and checked. Yes, you can do this at range. And it's also minus 20% spell resistance. Good to know. So yeah, remove enemy magical attack at range. Isn't that just awesome? Hairstring bows, showing that orcs too can run with the use what you kill mentality. Offers a simple plus 20% missile damage buff. Simple? Yes. Impactful? Oh yes. Not having access to combat skin sacks means that the arrows aren't flying out as fast, but they're doing so much more damage you won't feel shortchanged. More hitting power means the 22 ammunition goes further in effect. So how do we use the unit? Well, that speed truly is enough to kite and skirmish a lot of enemies, and that alone expands how you can use this unit. Beyond that, in the popular sense, they're a little better than the norm anyway. Well, that dampening effect at range could really inconvenience some of your enemies, couldn't it? So there's that. Beyond what I just said, they have speed, melee attack, and hitting power sufficient to club other factions' archers to death quite a bit. Go ahead and do so. It's fun. The same basic rules apply. One unit is unlikely to feel impactful. 4 or 5? Yeah, just because arrows can crowd in a way gobos cannot. It's all about tactical advantage. If you have local superiority, great. If not, watch out. What's nice is that you don't need to feel like you're babysitting these archers at all. You want to be able to bail them out, of course, but you don't need to constantly fear they're going to shatter like glass. They'll take some of the enemy down with them. In the end, that's what you want out of these boys. Take care, and have fun savagely giving your enemies haircuts to make bowstrings.